Today we're going to talk about why selling a probate home is different and how you, as the estate representative, can get it right. If you're the estate representative for a home in probate or a trust, the goal is to protect the estate and ensure that you're doing right by all the beneficiaries and the estate itself. So let's talk about the difference between a traditional real estate sale and a probate real estate sale. With a traditional real estate sale, the person who is selling the home is still alive. They are going through the process of selling their own home to whoever would like to buy it, and they're available to maintain the property, do any upgrades, and prep for a sale. With a probate sale, the seller is the estate representative. The person who lived there has passed away, and now whoever is responsible for selling that property, it could be a fiduciary, it could be a loved one, it could be a distant relative, is going through the sales process. They may not live in the state, so they may not be available to ensure that the property is being well cared for, to help maintain or determine repairs. They may also not have the experience necessary with the condition of the home and what has taken place in terms of repairs, upgrades, and maintenance over the years. This is where it becomes important to ensure that you hire an agent who has experience with preparing, marketing, and selling a home in probate. Because a lot of times, if you live out of state, you're gonna need someone there who can help determine what needs to be completed within the property based on the estate's available funds and also the time that it would take to do any upgrades or repairs. You're gonna need someone who can be more than just the person selling the property. You need them to be available to help you prepare, market, and sell. And with probate, the preparation process is oftentimes much bigger than with a traditional sale. What does that mean? Well, that could mean that maybe the property has a lot of personal items that are remaining. You're gonna have to bring in beneficiaries or determine what is going to be kept and what's going to be let go of. You're gonna have to determine, do you have someone come in and buy out all of the items in the property? Are you gonna have an estate sale? These are all different steps that are gonna need to be taken care of just to remove the personal property. Once the personal property is out, you're going to need someone to come in and help you determine whether or not you need to paint. Does the carpet need to be removed? Are there unusual smells to deal with? All of these steps are going to need to be handled. And if you live out of state or even not in the area, or you don't know how to go through the process of making these determinations, you're gonna need a real estate professional who can help guide you through that. You're also going to be left with a vacant home. Likely there's not going to be anyone living in the property, unlike a traditional sale, which means that you're going to need to ensure that the property is secured well, which could be changing the locks, installing a security system. You're gonna need someone who can come around occasionally and check on the home and make sure that there's no leaking pipes or you don't have any damage that could cause additional problems, that the roof isn't leaking. You might even need to have someone come in and ensure that the windows are all closed and locked. And that's something that a probate real estate professional would likely be able to do for you. In short, when it comes to the preparation of a probate home versus a traditional home, there's a lot more moving parts, and it can be very stressful for someone who doesn't live in the home. Honestly, it can be stressful for someone who does if you are going through a traditional sale, but when it comes to probate, there's so many more pieces that need to be determined. When it comes to probate, our team here at Probate and Trust Help have had many years of experience. I myself have been working with the team for about 10 years, and my business partner, Kim Ward, has been doing this for about 20. She is the founder of our company, and she has gone through all sorts of situations, as have I, and everything that we've seen, we've figured out a solution for. It's interesting to be able to go through this process and explain to people the differences, because you don't realize that there would be differences with a probate until you're in it. And we've seen all sorts of scenarios that we've found solutions to through the years. Probate real estate is not just about selling a home. The additional pieces to that is that there are a lot of mementos that typically are remaining in the home. And many of the beneficiaries have pieces of items, like it could be knickknacks, it could be a sweater, it could be a pillow that they would like to have that belong to their loved one after passing. Oftentimes, the mementos become a huge piece of the process for people. And so we help them to go through the right paths when it comes to distributing assets, and help them also to follow guidelines that we are aware of when it comes to what they can do with those personal items and how the probate court is going to allow them to manage them. We've also helped clients to transport large items across the United States. We're in San Diego County, so we are all the way on the West Coast, and we have had clients who needed to send a roll top desk that a niece wanted all the way across the country to the East Coast. We've also helped clients to send boxes of personal items to the Midwest, and we can help you through that process if that's something that would be a challenge for you. Many of our clients have had experiences where investors come to them with emails, texts, phone calls, because they're interested in buying the property at a decreased profit margin for the sellers. As your representative, we would ensure that not the buyers, but the sellers have the profit when it comes to the sale of the home. And this is because when you go through the process of a traditional sale, you have an agent who's negotiating for you. And with the probate sales, we would also do the same. We would have typically multiple buyers come in, and we would determine their offers, which offers are best, and we will also do multiple seller offers if we have multiple offers, to then negotiate that sales price up for you as the beneficiary of the estate. If you're an executor, administrator, or trustee of a home, don't settle for the fast sale. We could go through the process quickly, but knowing that you are getting the most value for the estate is important. It ensures that you're fulfilling your fiduciary duty and getting the most profit for the beneficiaries. Seek out a team that understands probate. Find a real estate agent who can represent you in a way that ensures that you're following court guidelines and also that you are maintaining the estate's value. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next week.